Samsung pioneered the foldable smartphone revolution, but in the years since, the company appears to have grown complacent. Competitors like Oppo, Honor, and Huawei have surpassed the latest Galaxy Z Fold models with sleeker, more advanced designs. While the Galaxy Z Fold 6 introduced notable improvements over its predecessor, it remains bulkier, heavier, and less feature-rich than many of its book-style rivals. If Samsung wants to maintain its dominance in the foldable market, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 must bring substantial upgrades. After testing some of the finest foldable alternatives currently available, I've identified 5 crucial changes Samsung needs to implement to stay ahead. 1. A thinner, lighter design. The most apparent upgrade the Galaxy Z Fold 7 needs is a slimmer, more lightweight build. Samsung made progress by reducing the thickness from 13.4mm in the Z Fold 5 to 12.1mm in the Z Fold 6, but competitors have pushed the boundaries even further. Take the Honor Magic V3, released just weeks after the Z Fold 6. It measures a mere 9.2mm when folded, making it 2.9mm thinner than Samsung's latest offering. Then came Oppo's Find N5 in early 2024, an engineering marvel at just 8.9mm when folded and an astonishing 4.2mm when unfolded. The only limitation now seems to be the width of a USB-C port. With foldables getting ever sleeker, Samsung needs to step up its game. The Z Fold 6 already feels outdated next to these cutting-edge alternatives, and without a significant reduction in size and weight, the Z Fold 7 risks falling further behind. 2. A less noticeable display crease. Beyond weight and thickness, another major issue with Samsung's foldable displays is the pronounced crease in the inner screen. While completely eliminating the crease may not be feasible, folding inherently causes some distortion. Samsung's current implementation remains far more noticeable than its rivals. The Z Fold 6 improved upon its predecessor by reducing the crease depth, but compared to the Honor Magic V3, Oppo Find N5, and even the 2-year-old OnePlus Open, Samsung's crease is still significantly more visible. Competitors have managed to make the fold less intrusive both visually and to the touch. With the Z Fold 7, Samsung must refine its hinge and display technology to create a smoother, more seamless experience. 3. Superior secondary cameras. Foldable phones have always lagged behind standard smartphones in camera quality due to space constraints, and Samsung's Z Fold series is no exception. While the Z Fold 6 boasts an impressive 50MP f/1.8 main sensor, its auxiliary cameras fall short of the competition. The Z Fold AXS 10MP 3x telephoto lens feels outdated compared to the periscope zoom technology adopted by rivals. Honor's Magic V3 and Oppo's Find N5 both feature high-resolution 50MP telephoto cameras with 3.5x and 3x zoom, respectively, with enhanced digital zoom capabilities. The ultra-wide camera also needs an upgrade. Samsung's 12MP fixed focus sensor pales in comparison to Honor's 40MP autofocus ultra-wide lens. To remain competitive, Samsung must invest in a higher resolution periscope zoom and a more advanced ultra-wide sensor for the Z Fold 7. These enhancements would significantly improve the foldables' photography capabilities and help close the gap with traditional flagship smartphones. 4. A larger battery with advanced technology. Battery life has long been a weak point for foldable devices, and the Z Fold 6 is no exception. While it can last a full day under normal usage, competitors have introduced innovative battery solutions that outshine Samsung's offering. Oppo and Honor have adopted silicon-carbon battery technology, enabling them to fit higher-capacity batteries into thinner devices. The Find N5 and Magic V3 boast 5,600 mAh and 5,150 mAh batteries, respectively, far superior to the Z Fold's AXS 4,400 mAh cell, while remaining more compact and lightweight. For Samsung to keep pace, the Z Fold 7 must embrace silicon-carbon batteries or a similar breakthrough to increase capacity without adding bulk. Without this, the device will struggle to compete with its more power-efficient rivals. 5. A more conventional cover screen aspect ratio. Samsung has stuck to a tall and narrow cover screen design for its Z Fold series, even making slight width adjustments in the Z Fold 6. However, this approach results in a cramped user experience that differs from traditional smartphones. Most other foldable manufacturers have adopted a more conventional cover screen aspect ratio, offering a familiar smartphone experience when the device is closed. This makes one-handed use more comfortable while maintaining a large inner display when unfolded. Samsung would benefit from following suit, refining its design to better balance usability and screen real estate. A budget-friendly foldable. The Galaxy Z Flip FE. While Samsung works on refining its flagship foldable lineup, rumors suggest the company is also preparing a more affordable option, the Galaxy Z Flip FE. After previously dismissing the idea of a budget-friendly foldable, Samsung now appears poised to release the device, codenamed SM-F761. While details remain scarce, leaks indicate it could launch a few months after the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, possibly in late 2025. Expected pricing and release date. Pricing remains uncertain, but Samsung may position the Galaxy Z Flip FE as a competitor to Motorola's budget foldables. The Moto Razr 2024 starts at $699, so the Flip FE could fall within the $650 to $850 range. Design and display. Leaked CAD renders suggest the Flip FE will closely resemble the Z Flip 6, featuring a dual camera setup and a 3.4-inch cover display. The device may be slightly thicker than the Z Flip 6, potentially to accommodate a larger battery. Performance and camera trade-offs. To achieve a lower price, Samsung may cut costs in performance and camera hardware. Reports suggest the Flip FE will use the Exynos 2400E, a slightly downgraded version of the Exynos 2400. While not as powerful as Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, it should still handle Galaxy AI features. The cameras are expected to match the Z Flip's AXS 50MP primary sensor and 12MP ultra-wide lens, though Samsung may opt for lower RAM, 8GB instead of 12GB, and reduced storage, 128GB instead of 256GB, to keep costs down. Final thoughts. Samsung must act decisively with the Galaxy Z Fold 7 to maintain its leadership in the foldable market. A slimmer design, reduced crease, better cameras, longer battery life, and a refined cover screen could ensure it remains competitive against rapidly advancing rivals. Meanwhile, the Galaxy Z Flip FE has the potential to introduce foldables to a wider audience, if Samsung gets the pricing right. A well-executed budget model could help expand the foldable market, making the technology more accessible to mainstream consumers. Stay tuned for more updates on Samsung's upcoming foldables. Exciting developments are on the horizon.